Okay, so Common Core Geo kids, this is video 6, perimeter and area of polygonal regions. So we start off, we just want to get the perimeter and area for question A. So this is a very straightforward question, right? You have this side, you just count it, 3. And then you have the other side, 5. So the perimeter is just 2 times 3 plus 2 times 5, or 16. The area is 3 times 5, or 15. Okay, that's all you have to do there. Then in this question, we have the base is 3, we have the height is 7. So you just need to know the formula. Area equals half base times height. So that's half 3 times 7. Half of 21 is 10.5. For the perimeter, it would be 3 plus 7 plus, we can use the distance formula. So AC is equal to the square root of the change in the x's, so that's 5 minus negative 2. And then the change in the y's would be 2 minus negative 1. So what is that? 49, right, from 7 squared. 49 plus 3 squared, well, 3 squared is 9. So 49 plus 9, that's 58. So plus the square root of 58. All right, now the 58, you can use your calculator and type in y1 equals 58 divided by x squared, and see whether or not you can simplify that. Okay, so let's see, I have 229. No, we cannot simplify that because it's 2 times 29. So you can leave the perimeter like that. I know it's awkward. If you want, you can write it as 10 plus square root of 58. Okay, so let's look at these questions. So in this question, they want you to decompose it into rectangles and triangles. So if I make this a rectangle plus a triangle, and then over here I'm going to have a triangle, a rectangle, a triangle. So get each area. So here you can see that there's just 4 boxes. That's countable. Now for the base times height, the height is 2 here. That's how tall this triangle is, and the base is 4. So you do 1/2, 2 times 4, or 4 times 2, it doesn't matter. So this is also 4. So this area is 8. Okay, over here you have a height of 5, a base of 1. So this would be half 1 times 5, or 2.5. Then for the rectangle, you can see the rectangle is 4 times 5, or 20, right? And then for this other triangle, you could see it's 5 times 3 divided by 2. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So when you add those together, you get 30. So that's your total area. All right, so those, you did those, I believe, in 6th grade, maybe 7th grade. When I was at the middle school, that was done in 6th grade. Okay, now for the high school topic. So you're given this rectangle, and we're going to find the perimeter using the distance formula. So in order to do that, we're going to have to get AB and BC, right? And then we can just double each of them. All right, so if we're looking at AB, we're going to have, okay, I guess it is a good idea to identify the vertices. It's going to make it easier. So we have A is 1, 4. We have B is 3, 6. We have C is 6, 3. And we have D is 4, 1. Okay, so when we're looking for AB, we're going to have 3 minus 1 squared. And then we're going to have 6 minus 4 squared. So that's 2 squared is 4, 2 squared is 4. So we get square root of 8. And then for BE, we have, oh, BC, that's a C. So we have 6 minus 3 squared, and then we have 3 minus 6 squared. Not that the order matters, because you're squaring them. So you have 3 squared and negative 3 squared, which is 9 and 9. So you get the square root of 18. Okay, so the perimeter is going to be rad 8 plus rad 18 plus rad 8 plus rad 18. Now we can simplify these. So the first one, use your calculator. If you want to pause the video, go ahead. 2 rad 2, 3 rad 2, 2 rad 2, 3 rad 2. When you add radicals, you add the coefficients. So you're going to add the 2, the 3, the 2, the 3. So that's 10 rad 2. It's like combining like terms. Now to find the area, it's length times width. So you're going to do square root of 8 times square root of 18. Or remember, this is 2 rad 2 times 3 rad 2. So I'm going to multiply the 2 and the 3. That's 6 square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So that's just 12. Now I'm going to list the vertices. I'm going to teach you something called the shoelace method. A, B, C, D, back to A. Doesn't matter where you start. You have to go around like a circle and end up back where you started. 1, 4, 3, 6. When you take notes, it would be good if you have colored pens for this. 6, 3, 4, 1, and then back to 1, 4. Okay, so I'm going to make these shoelaces yellow. Okay, so I have 1 times 6, 6, 3 times 3, 9, 6 times 1, 6, 4 times 4, 16. And then I'm going to make this set of shoelaces blue. I have 4 times 3, 12, 6 times 6, 36, 3 times 4, 12, and then I have 1 times 1, 1. All right, you add these, so what do I get? 24, so that's 61. Over here, I end up getting 12, 28, 28, so I get 37. So then what you do is you take the one minus the other. The order doesn't matter because you're going to get the absolute value. And then you divide by 2. That's how the shoelace method works. So it's 24 divided by 2, which is 2. So, I mean 12. All right, so we have verified it. You can see the area is 12. Okay, continuing on. I am going to do this exercise 2, and then I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to do the bottom one. So get the area and the perimeter. So for the area, I'm just going to do the shoelace method. So I have A, B, C, D, A. A, B, C, D, A. So I have 1, 1. Okay, B is 6, 2. C is 5, 4. D is 2, 5. And then you go back to A. Okay, so if you don't like circling them, don't circle them. Okay, I have 1 times 2, 6 times 4, 5 times 5, 2 times 1. On the other set of shoelaces, I have 1 times 6, 2 times 5, 4 times 2, 5 times 1. Add, add. So on the left, what do I get? 16, 24, 29. On the right, I get 49 plus 4, 53. So the order doesn't matter because we're getting the absolute value anyway. So the area, it's always going to be divided by 2, guys. You get the difference and then divide by 2. So I have 24 divided by 2, which is 12. Okay, that's my area. Okay, I don't feel it necessary to do the perimeter for this one, but you would do the distance for A, B, B, C, C, D, and then D, A, and then add them together. Thank you.